Okay, so today is a bit of a different video. We are talking gaming chairs. More specifically, really great budget gaming chairs, which are actually really hard to find. If I look at brands like HHGears, DX Racer, their lowest end models are sitting quite uncomfortably at the $3.5 to $4 grand mark. You're telling me I now have to pay out of my ass for a really high-end performance PC, and then I'm gonna still drop 4K on a bloody chair? Roll the damn intro. Before we get started, I just want to say a big shout out to Evetech for providing us with the HHGears gaming chairs lineup. All of them are available for purchase on their website, evetech.co.za. Check it out, go buy them. Let's get into the review. What's up guys, Caleb here with another installment of Reality Check, and today is all about the HHGears gaming chair lineup. Now the reason I wanted to talk about these is because they're a really cost-effective alternative to some of the bigger brand names that are out there at the moment. So we've got the SM115, which I'm currently sitting in. We've got the XL500 and the XL800 coming in at 2,000, 3,000 and 3,500 Rand roughly, respectively. Now, whilst you do get some differences in the adjustability that you have over the different chairs as you go up in prices, the overall build quality and comfort and premium design of the chair seems to remain throughout. So let's talk about them in a little bit more detail. Let's start with what they all have in common. Each of these chairs, the SM115, the XL500 and the XL800, all have a premium leather finish with some aesthetic differences here and there in terms of where they've placed the padding, how they've done the stitching, but overall they're made out of the same high quality premium materials. The bases are all made out of one singular sturdy piece. The SM115 is made out of a really strong, thick, hard plastic, whereas the XL500 and 800 are made out of a single unibodied piece of aluminium. So it feels really, really strong. They also all branch out into 5 wheels, and definitely the rotation is the best on the XL800s. The 500s and the SM115 are perfectly adequate, but they do feel a little bit rickety. Overall, they are really well-crafted chairs. They feel like they were definitely going to serve their purpose for an incredibly long time, but obviously with the price differences, you're finding replacements for certain plastic bits get replaced with aluminium, or certain aluminium bits get replaced with plastic, but they maintain a fairly high level of build quality across the models. Aesthetically, I feel like across the range, they are fairly understated for a gaming chair. So all of them can come in a variety of different color options, and the color you choose will affect the overall design, like with the stitching and the highlights of the color. But they all also come in the option to just be completely black. And now this is where my opinion on the design comes into play, because all of them, I feel like if you take the color out of it, could be misconstrued as a CEO or an office chair, just someone who has a really nice quality chair. So I really like that understated approach with the option to be a bit louder with all the different colors you can choose. Comfort-wise, I feel like each model is suited to a particular person. So they all have the same foam padding, but obviously there's more padding with the more expensive models. And also with the XL500 and 800, you get an included lumbar and neck support pillows, so that's pretty nice. The SM115 is the only one with padding on the armrests, but there's also no adjustability for them, so that's what you're kind of sacrificing. But overall, across the board, I feel like they're all really, really comfortable chairs. I think the XL500 and 800 are suited to people who are slightly larger, taller, or heavier. They also have higher weight capacity, so that could be a factor, but I don't think you'd have a problem on any of these chairs sitting on them for more than 8 to 12 hours. I think you'd be fine, mate. They're exceptionally comfortable. Now let's talk about the adjustability of each chair, because that's where you're going to start seeing some of the major functional differences across the range that you're getting. So the SM115 can only give you a height adjustment. There's no vertical tilt adjustment, there's no armrest adjustment. It is literally just the height adjustment. But it's the lowest end model. You're still getting that premium comfort, still getting the premium design, but that's where the adjustability stops. So the XL500 and 800 offer you many of the same adjustability options. They can adjust the armrest, they can adjust the backrest, they can adjust the height, and you can also adjust the vertical tilt resistance, depending on how much you lean back in your chair. The one thing the XL800 has over the XL500 though is that it gives you more options one more option though, to adjust your armrest. So that's pretty much the only difference there. So that's pretty much it for these chairs from the HHGears lineup. A couple of last thoughts are just about who's going to buy this. So if you're looking for a more comfortable day-to-day experience from your gaming life, then I think something like the SM115 is probably for you. Coming in at about 2,000 Rand, it's affordable and it makes a noticeable difference at that cost price. If you're looking for something a bit more premium with more options to adjust, if you're a bit more of a sit fiddler, like you kind of like, I don't know, you're very particular about the way you sit, then the XL500 and the XL800 offer you more options and I think are a bit more up your alley. Anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this installment of Reality Check. Let me know in the comment section below what chair you're using currently. Also, let me know if you'd like one of these puppies. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week for another installment of Reality Check. Peace! It would be so much better if one of us just bailed.